like brought everybody else in.
You know why she didn't want to do that? Because she don't want that smoke with Amy Schumer.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because Amy Schumer has a white following.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you gotta say,
But
you know what? I gotta throw myself
she makes
in there too.
she makes 100% sense. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
Who?
listened to
Monique?
Yeah. Dude, her resume is way better.
Yo,
she
Stop
made
it,
more.
stop
Dude,
it, stop it, stop
she
it.
made more money than Amy Schumer did on a movie.
Stop it. Listen.
She
listen.
did. Facts,
But we're
facts,
talking
bro.
relevance.
Talk comedy.
Facts.
Because the movie that she made it in wasn't a comedy.
Yeah.
As far as comedy goes, you're paying her for comedy. It's like it's like saying, look, we got a
stand-up.
we got a rapper here, right? We got a rapper who's making albums, but we gonna go ahead and pay him for a TV show.
Relevance, guys.
It is relevance.
Thank you.
It's about relevance.
But also, I mean, she does make it.
Let me say it to you like this.
No, she's right about the proportion, and there is a difference. We know that. But like in this scenario, it's kind of hard
She's
to
off.
side
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah,
Because
she's
the
off.
fact that Amy Schumer could go to Amalie Arena right now
And
sell it out. Can Monique?
Even
do
though she
that?
sucks,
No,
though.
she is.
Exactly.
Better
I
than
can't
Exactly,
stand
right?
Amy Schumer. I can't. Fuck
No,
with
she's
that.
not
But she
funny
has
at
a
all.
draw.
But
But like when she comes to town, there's no
Exactly.
denying
Yeah,
that
you
she's
know what-
selling a
selling seats.
hockey
It's-
arena.
It's the Dane
Can
Cook.
Monique do that?
It's the Dane
Not
Cook
anymore.
shit.
Monique needs to
It's-
have at least three other acts to do that.
Bro, it's
Even
like-
that, I'm like, let's be for real. Bro.
Like I said, put it this way: Monique put herself on the same level as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle.
You can't. Do
She
that.
said, "I am a legend." She didn't even
Well,
say.
no,
hold
she
on, listen,
didn't
listen.
put her- she
no,
didn't
no,
do
no, no.
that.
I'm saying no.
Netflix put her on that.
No, she said that. She said
Nah.
no. Look, she said no. When she says comedy legend,
Yeah.
she says I should get as much as a comedy
Yeah.
legend. She didn't say female
No,
comedy
she
legend.
said comedy.
Think-
Well,
the
but this is-
comedy
but the reason
legends-
why she said that, if you listen to the interview,
the comedy-
Netflix is the one that's called her a legend. They said, so yeah, we get it, you're a legend, because she gave them all the numbers.
Yep.
And they said, yeah, you're a legend. She's like, well, why don't you pay me like a legend?
The term legend. Listen here.
They
the
brought it up. She's not the one that brought it up.
the
She
term-
knows she ain't no damn legend.
I was about to say the term legend is very
Yeah.
loose.
Yeah.
That's a super loose term
Yeah.
when it comes to comedy, because you're not Richard Pryor,
Right.
you're not George Carlin. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
You ain't
You're not
Chappelle.
even. You're not Henny Youngman.
Yo.
You're not fucking.
You ain't Chris Rock.
You know who
Guys.
said? You know who said the best thing? Sinbad.
Yeah.
Sinbad said it. Sinbad said,
Sinbad's
"Look,
smart, too.
if you want that type of money, you need to go and you need to sell. You don't need even before Netflix. You need to go to a place. If you can sell it out, Kevin Hart should get Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock money.
Yeah.
Why? Because he can go to a football stadium
And sell
and
it out.
sell
Yeah.
it out,
Exactly.
and that's exactly
I mean,
what Gino
honestly,
said earlier.
Isn't he doing that now though?
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because,
so like
because
Kevin
he's
Hart
getting his
the
money.
man-
But that's what I'm saying. So if Kevin Hart goes to Netflix and they say 500,000, he can say, fuck you.
Exactly.
No, because
they know
I can
his
sell
draw.
out a stadium.
Yep. That's what it is. It's all about relevance.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Thank
still don't
you.
like that motherfucker.
it's just like it's the name of the game, man. It's comedy and music is the same shit. You could probably book a KRS-One, whatever, a lot easier than a Drake right now at
Exactly.
your local club. It
Yep.
happens.
Well,
It's all
Drake
about
was
relevance.
probably poor.
KRS-One.
Yeah, Drake-
No,
no,
Drake is a
Drake
perfect
is a
No,
example.
no, I'm saying
No.
it was a poor
Perfect
example because he's
KRS-One is
super
a
nice.
legend.
Yeah, but Drake is way.
But Drake is fucking.
He's talking
like
about
a status.
yeah, he's
Are
talking
we-
about
are we,
musically.
Are we not going
We're
to
not
say
talking
he's
about-
not relevant right now?
No, Drake is way relevant, but he's also fucking incredibly great.
Yeah, he is incredibly great.
But Gino's talking musically.
We're talking about
Yeah,
legend.
that's what I'm saying.
Do
Musically,
people-
you don't think
but
Drake
right
can't
now-
compete
yeah,
with any
yeah.
anybody?
Not with KRS.
Listen,
you don't
music-
think so?
Listen.
KRS is a legend.
Listen,
Drake
I don't
is
think people
Drake's gonna go down and
understand
be a
what's
legend too, bro.
Drake will, for what he is relevantly right now, he will.
Thank you.
He's been selling since he came out. He will be a musical selling Billboard chart legend. I'm talking about hip hop legend. I'm talking about somebody that came out talking about retrospective shit, saying shit before it was on social media. Black cop, whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna see a lot of old school hip hop parties playing Drake. It's not gonna happen. You get a lot of shows playing a lot of Yin Yang Twins, and they'll mix in some Drake, and they'll mix in whatever's going on right now. But I don't see people gonna be playing Drake, no matter how dope it is. With KRS-One, rock him. Then let's throw in a little Nas. Then let's throw in some Drake too. Maybe they will, but I just don't see that.
Exactly.
Real quick, side note, real quick. Eric B. and Rakim are going on tour.
Well, that's beautiful.
And
That's
here's the thing,
On tour.
just to kind of back up Gino's point, you're not going to see Netflix isn't going to pay KRS-One for
No,
a
they are
concert
not.
show.
Exactly.
They're
He
going
may
to
be
pay.
big. He's
They're
a
going to pay
legend.
Drake
Yes.
for a concert show.
He's
KRS
popping.
has a name, but Drake is what's hot right now.
He's longevity
Same
too.
thing.
KRS is longevity.
So
He's
if you
longer
compare,
than Drake.
so
but
if you could, even if I had to, I'll tell you this right now: Monique right now should get paid less than Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish right
she's
now,
popping right now.
is a
Just
hotter
started.
comic. She's a better
In theory.
draw.
she's selling right now.
Monique is going off of the Parkers and stuff
Parkers,
in the
I forgot.
past.
and it's not like she can't do it. Like what she should have done is start
Is-
doing her own shit.
Thank you.
Rather than attacking, telling people what to do. Hey, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
If you want support, do shit. Me, you know how we fucking did it? We don't drop albums for fucking forever. But the moment when we decide to do some shit, sell out shows, this and that, blah, 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 whatever the case is, could we stay fucking to the now, to relevant
to
now?
right now.
We can't be like, all right, let's make songs about what we was fucking doing 5 years ago. We talk about what's going on right
And
now.
you can't depend on what you did 5 years
That's
ago
it.
to
It's
get
not gonna
paid.
work.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like
It's not working.
That's where I don't agree with. That's where I don't agree with Monique.
So
That's
I
it. You
feel
can't.
it,
You
yeah.
can't. Because if I'm Netflix, I'm saying, yo, you're lucky. I'm even
Yeah, like,
ready
why
to
should I
get-
call
Why
you out?
should I call?
There's so many other women I can ask.
Exactly. How
Yeah.
many? She didn't even.
Bro.
She didn't even put herself in the category of top female comics. Because honestly, I think Roseanne would probably get more money than
All
Monique.
day,
easily.
bro.
Yeah, she got a
You know what
show.
I'm
They got the
saying?
show
All day.
coming back.
And it's coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
day.
But the thing is
I
Monique.
don't like her that much. but
Honestly,
yeah, I
honestly,
understand.
a Monique special, who's watching it anyway?
Yeah, watching it.
Bro, it's just, for real shit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got some more. There's so
There's
many
a lot
more
of people
female.
that-
There's more female. That's before you even get to the males. She's not even a top level female comic right now.
And that's exactly the point. Like and then she did the improv after. So if you're still like reachable,
Yeah.
like I don't know, and I don't got nothing against that. I just saw Marlon Wayans. He had a stand up on Netflix. I thought that was cool. He
Yeah.
did the improv. He was reachable.
And you know what's
what I'm
funny?
saying? I don't know how much he got paid.
Certain dudes will say, "Hey, you know what? I'll take this much for my special," and you don't hear about it. You know why? Because you should just be happy, especially as someone who's done stand up. You should be happy to even just be
Yo.
able to get a special.
And get
Period.
this, how many of them shows on Netflix end up becoming famous years after they were out?
Oh,
And
exactly.
then you find out, oh shit, they're gonna do another one or whatever the case may be. Look at the Dave Chappelle jump off.
Exactly.
All he
Yeah.
did was just come out with a Saturday Night Live freaking monologue. You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, yo,
And here's something else
do
that
Netflix shows.
here's something
this
else
and
that people tend to forget about Chappelle. Chappelle didn't just come back out of nowhere. Chappelle was already hitting the
Stand
road
up.
since
he
he
was doing
left.
stand up.
He was
Yep.
doing it. So,
what he loved to do. Like you
gotta get back to
built-
your roots,
You built
man.
your platform,
but
and then
there it is. That's what I say.
built your
He
platform.
built it, and then
Oh, it
Netflix said,
rebuilt. Matter of fact, rebuilt it.
Exactly.
Because this guy, nobody was talking about him.
Exactly.
He even mentions it in his stand-up. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I had to sit back and watch Kay and Peele do my show.
Exactly.
Like, whether it's cracking jokes or
was
whatnot,
hilarious, though.
yo, real shit.
but it's true.
He was the one that was. He was the one doing sketches, killing it on Comedy Central before he left.
Yeah,
Real shit. Like, after that, it was
and he
just
didn't-
like, huh?
And even when he got his special, it's not like he came back firing shots at other
Nah,
comedians. He
he
wasn't.
was like-
he didn't even look. That's the thing too, man. Is people do a whole lot of pocket watching. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
like, oh well, this person got this much for
Yep.
this. I
Yeah.
should get this much for this.
When
Why?
instead of just doing your thing,
Do your
man.
own shit
Yeah.
and get
Then
paid
talk
what
about
you're
it.
worth.
Word.
Yeah.
That's it. Why are
She
you
coulda
looking at how
easily-
much?
She could have easily turned that shit into a lot of
Thank
money.
you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. She could have killed that. Like, oh, you gonna pay me? All right, fine. Keep that low.
Exactly.
Keep that low. Murder that fucking special. Then come back and be like, yo, you see all these streams? You see how many
Exactly.
people rocking with it? And then before you know it, now you could negotiate a contract.
Yeah.
But what is she using to negotiate? Precious? Come on, son.
Almost
I hated you in
Christmas.
Precious.
You know
Bro,
what I'm
Almost?
saying?
come on, son. I couldn't stand you in that movie.
Oh, my
That's
Dog.
what I'm saying. But here's the thing:
Let's be
is
for real.
when was the but here's
And you
the
look
thing.
crazy in Precious.
When was the last
Be
time?
real.
When was the last time Monique did a stand up?
Exactly.
I don't remember any stand-up.
And,
remember
and-
that.
and-
She
and
did
if she
some.
has,
That
yeah,
shit
it
probably
wasn't
on-
enough for us to
probably
know.
on VHS
Thank you.
I bet we go
somewhere.
to YouTube. You'll find it. No.
Bro, you're gonna
Of
be in a room
course.
talking to a bunch of men. I bet the majority of those guys in Netflix were a bunch of men.
And
I mean, come
it
on.
don't even matter if they
You
were.
gotta convince these guys.
It don't even matter if they were women. It's like, yo,
What
look,
are you doing? How we gonna know about
exactly. Yo,
you? We
where's
don't know about you.
when's your last stand up?
Like, what's going on?
She would get paid right now. She should get paid as much as like Hannibal Buress.
Nah.
I think
should
even
get
Hannibal's gonna get
getting
more.
I
but
think Hannibal's getting more.
Oh, Hannibal's
Yeah.
gonna get. I'm talking
Yeah.
about from Netflix because the thing is because if her and Hannibal both went to Netflix,
I think
Hannibal would get a little bit more just because.
I think he would get a lot more.
I think
he's gonna get a lot more just because.
Because he's already been he's been with Netflix a lot longer,
And he's popping.
and B, he's relevant still. Like
Yeah.
he still goes out and does shit.
Well, that he's on also.
She's coming out of nowhere saying, "I'm about to do some stand up, pay me."
He's
Yeah.
also on that show.
Eric Andre, she's on the Eric Andre show.
Eric Andre
Yeah.
show, yeah.
I mean, I know what Hannibal's doing. I'm just talking about his name recognition.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people
Don't
they
know who
see
he
him,
is.
they don't know who he is.
Yeah, it's true.
They're like he even says it when he was on Deezus and Mero, and he's like, well, I'm kind of famous. He's like, as a matter of fact, I was at Madison Square Garden. Somebody looked at me and was like, "You."
I know you.
He said, "You, comedy."
Yo, while we on
Funny
comedy,
man.
Let's talk about
did y'all
Chris
see-
Rock special. real quick.
Motherfucker. Sorry, man. Damn, son.
Yeah, let's talk
It's
about
been
that.
months and you still do that shit.
Yep, I sure did.
Damn, it's like our brains are fucking fused. Go ahead, nerd.
Yeah,
nigga.
man.
Go.
Well, I mean,
Go.
I-
I'm gonna go to that
Go ahead, urban nerd, get it.
Urban nerd. Go, nigga.
Brother Latino, he aka the urban nerd.
That's the new Blood Sessions definition right there. That's in our definition book.
The urban nerd.
I'm an urban nerd.
You give me your wallet
Yeah.
or not.
Let me roll his dice. But yeah,
Go ahead,
Chris
go
Rock
ahead, bro.
special.
Go ahead.
Dope as shit.
That's exactly what I was
It
going
was-
to talk
it
about.
We
hilarious.
watched it. Me,
Yeah.
Serge, and Bo watched
I was
it.
laughing
and
my ass off.
I
in
don't
that
know.
shit.
There's,
He has some real
thing.
shit.
But I wanted to cry at the same time, but that shit was funny.
Yeah, because like I've been listening to a lot of the comedy through like Pandora because I'm working 10 hours a day, whatever the case is.
Got you.
So I'm listening to comedy. You can listen to the comedians and shit. So I'm listening to the old school material that he does along with like Cat Williams and everybody else. And then when I watch the special, I'm like, wow, this is really depressing because like
Yeah,
divorced
he's
now.
not wild. Yeah.
He's been through a lot of shit.
You've been a lot of shit.
That's the power of women, bro.
I know.
That's,
Exactly.
that's
real.
what women do to you.
They take
They're
your joy.
draining the shit out of you, my nigga.
They take all
It's
your
like,
joy.
You thought it was a game? Yo,
the
my
joy,
niggas, bro. I know
The
you're
house.
trying to be a spoiler, but like,
Bang.
fuck it. This, if y'all want to watch it for comedy, watch the comedy shit, because this next shit ain't comedic. Because when the
He's
motherfucker
venting.
said that he had to get a house down the road from his old house that looks the same fucking way, this and that, and blah blah blah, but it's not the same fucking.
Then he
feeling.
said he had to take the pictures to
Yo,
prove that he had like
that he had
furniture.
food in the fuck. My best
Yeah,
line. I
that
don't
shit
give a
blew
shit.
the fuck out
He
of my
said,
mind.
"Who the fuck you think I am? I'm Chris Rock, not Chris Brown."
Okay, yeah, I can't
Yo,
lie.
he
That's
killed it.
hilarious.
Yo, he killed it.
Like
But
that's
it's
absolutely
just-
hilarious.
it.
It just blew me, man.
But
I'm like,
like-
wow.
Yeah,
Well,
when he was talking about-
because here's the thing. There's a lot of dudes who went, I feel you.
Yeah.
Real shit.
It's not like
Play the
it's,
tambourine. He's
yeah.
trying to help people.
it's not like
He
it's,
kept it real.
it's not
You
like
know what I'm saying?
he didn't do one of those specials where it's like I could never have that happen. I ain't
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to I ain't
Like,
trying to choke
I'm
no woman
still
over
great,
dinner.
motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
I've always been great. I never went through shit. Fuck y'all niggas. You're like, come on.
Yeah,
bro.
he's not doing
Come on, bro.
doing any of that. He's telling real stuff.
That's
Yo, you know what
real
it's like?
greats.
You know what it's like to lose your house in a
Bruh.
settlement?
That shit was hilarious. And he was like, I was in a room with 7 people and they're all trying to take my money.
Yep, that's
Yes.
it. Yep. But you know what? That shit, what he did with that was
Yeah.
beautiful. How he flipped that shit. He was like, you know what?
That's how I know I made it.
There you go. That shit was beautiful. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, what can you tell? And then it's like people's like, oh, he's saying he wants to see white people with their kids murdered. And like, nah.
All right,
yeah,
so-
that's the big
Y'all
controversy
just took
part.
that shit over.
Well, of course, that's the one thing they're going to take.
That's
from
all
it.
they're gonna take out of it. Like, oh, he's saying good. If it's inspiring to black people or whatever the fuck people in relationships or whatever the case is, they didn't hear that shit. All they heard was, oh, he wants to say. No, that's not what the fuck he said. He was just saying an even playing field. That's all he was saying. That's all the concept was. It was a raw way to use it, the example. That's all it was, but it's comedy. That's why
how
you
it's
should be
supposed
able
to.
to go to a place to feel these fucking thought processes. That's why you go to comedy,
Hell
so you
yeah.
can hear shit you can't walk around and say out in public.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm trying to do that. Now we're talking about comedy.
Yeah.
We all got to do an open mic.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
think we should do it.
Been there, done
Fuck
that.
I'm saying all together. We
Oh,
all go, we all
yo.
sign up, and we all do like a 5-minute
I like
set.
that.
Oh, I don't know.
We
Well,
got
yeah,
practice.
that's how many.
I'm still trying to
that's-
poetry shit.
Yeah.
Yo, we
That's
gotta
how much you get.
practice.
So it's like five.
I think
You
it's
want to know how?
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm
listen.
poetry.
We should start off right now. You want to know how I was gonna start my shit off? It's like a minute, not even. It's like a couple seconds.
That's what I said to her.
Yeah, right. Real shit. But you like.
There you go.
I noticed. Like,
Hi-oh!
Hey,
I saw someone who said, "Yo, I just farted. And then right next to him, the person stood there, waited. Then he'd go, ew, and he walked away. I said, why motherfuckers do that? Even when someone warned you,
'Cause
you
they wanted
still
to
stay
test
there.
the
You want to
waters.
smell like we some animals.